Good afternoon. This is DavidLynn, your Purple Principal. It is Thursday, January the 6th, 1:40 in the afternoon, day off from work. I want to do a little update on how things are going. My last video, I talked about New Year's at about 2 in the morning. Somebody used the information from my card to make 3 purchases at a speedy stop. They swiped twice for car tanks of gas, so it was more than one of them there. And then they did a swipe for, I guess, some sodas and candies or chips or whatever. I had to go and deactivate my cards, request new cards. I made an online police report. I have a report number, and I reported to the fraud department at my with my bank. I had to wait about an hour on hold before I got a hold of them. So all that's been done, and then I've had to go to a couple of different places and switch the payments. I had originally set up payments on my card, and I switched them to the actual account, and I mean, I'm out some time and trouble for that. But I don't normally talk about stuff that would be considered political. I do talk about a lot about prepping, and I've got every type of prep you can imagine. There's still some I probably don't have, but were things to happen, I've got food, water, supplies, guns, ammo, solar power, crank radios, med kits, just about all you can imagine. So today, in addition to this, and you can call this a rant, if you don't want to listen, then hang up, because here it goes. When you look at the national debt today, we're just under $30 trillion, the national debt, and there is a debt clock. You can go look it up, and it completely updates all the various statistics. Right now, we're just under $30 trillion in the national debt, which every citizen of the country owes a portion of that. U.S. federal tax revenue. They're bringing in more money in taxes now than they ever have. Tax revenue for this year is a little over $4 trillion. That's $4 trillion. We're not talking billions, we're not talking millions, we're talking trillions. When you say 1,000 million is a billion, well, 1,000 billion is a trillion. Trillions. And U.S. federal spending, it's higher than it has ever been. They're spending over $7 trillion in this current budget. And that's over $3 trillion added to the debt each year. That means each year they're adding $3 trillion plus to the debt, which stands right now at $30 trillion. To show you how it's been getting out of control, for over the first 200 years of our existence, the United States has been here for over 240 years. For the first 220 plus years of our existence, the debt stood at $3,339,000,000,000. A little less than $3.5 trillion. Okay, that was when George Bush the Younger took office about 20 years ago in 2001. Now, we fought 2 wars over the course of his administration. We went and we invaded Iraq, we invaded Afghanistan, and we fought 2 wars over the course of his administration. And those 2 wars added $3 trillion over those 8 years, those two wars, and what all we did to fight them, and military and everything that we did, just nationally everything we did, added $3 trillion to the debt. So when he left office, and Obama came in, 2009, Obama came in, the debt was at $6,369 billion. Okay, that's a lot. But then the 20 years since then, you've got 8 years of Obama. It's not even 20 years since then. You've got 8 years of Obama. You've got 4 years of Trump. And you've got currently Biden for the last year. The debt has risen $24 trillion. $24 trillion to where it stands today. Now, we keep printing money. We keep spending money. People want to know why there's inflation. People want to know why the dollar isn't worth as much as it was. When you go to the store, everything's going up. Prices are going up. I can give you examples of prices going up. I buy little packets of mixed little sachets of like lemonade or tea or grape drink or orange drink or coffee. And they've been going for like $1 for a pack of 6 or 7 or 10 of the little lemonades. You get 10 of them. Well, they just increased the price to $1.60. That's over a 50-cent raise in the price. Went from $1 to $1.60. That's on Great Value, which is the Walmart, what they sell. Think about that one. Are you making more? Are you making enough to adjust to that amount? Is it compensating in your current salary? You know. So money's not worth what it was. Everything's going up. Tax rates. The bottom tax rate is 10%. If you make from $0 to $9,850, tax rate's 10%. Now those people are probably not paying any taxes because they get exemptions. You know, they get to claim themselves. They get to claim. They can take exemptions. Likewise, the second tax rate is 12%. That's $9,951 to $40,525. A lot of people fall in this bracket. You know, if you work over at Walmart and you're an hourly employee, you're making somewhere in there. You know, you might be making towards the higher end of that, but you're making somewhere in there. As a Walmart hourly employee, for my salary, what I made over there this last year, I fall in that area for that. But I get retirement. I get a real nice retirement check that's more than that. So I'm in the next higher bracket, which is the 22%. And that's people with incomes from $40,526 to $86,375. I fall in the high end of that area. And then the following one, the 24%, that goes for people who start off with $86,376 up to $164,925. I just recently got a promotion and a raise, and I'm sure I'm going to kick into that 24% this next year. Something else to think about, income tax. How long have we had income tax? Well, I have a degree in history, and I've studied that stuff. And I enjoy reading, things, and when did things start, and when did we invent things, and there have been lots of changes. So, World War I comes along, 1914 to 1918. We entered the war towards the tail end of it. At the time we entered the war, the president and Congress, they needed to find a way to fund the war. So they implemented a 1% income tax. They were concerned that was a lot of money, 1%. And it was for the duration of the war, and when the war ended, they discontinued it. 1% tax. We really basically got the tax system we have today, and taxes started under FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The only president elected served more than 2 terms. He was elected 4 times. He died in 1945 at the start of his 4th term. Truman became president and dropped the bomb and ended World War II. It was during the New Deal and all of the stuff that Big Brother that was created under FDR during the Depression, trying to get out of the Depression, trying to, all the government jobs and all the stimulus and all the stuff doing at that time. So we've come a long way in the last 100 some odd years. We went from basically not having a debt to having a $3.5 trillion debt, and then the last 20 years, it's gone up to $30 trillion. That's the reason why prices are rising. That's the reason why your money doesn't buy as much. They're printing it like crazy. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment to support the channel. I have an email address, and my P.O. box will be listed in the description of the video. Contact me. I will respond. If you want to send me something other, I have a P.O. box. I send people stuff occasionally. Occasionally people send me stuff. You want me to review something, you want to make an exchange, contact me. My motto is the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. And I always end my videos with always be prepared, and everybody have a blessed day. This is your Purple Principal, and I'm out.